So welcome everybody to the third tutorial session. During this session, we're going to look at offline ordering with EOL Mobile. Before we get to that, by way of introduction, my name is Justin Harrison. If you've seen the other tutorials, you'll know this already. If not, I'm the product manager for EOL Agri-Science sector, for the EOL Mobile, and for WebShop. So, why offline ordering? What's the point of it, and why do we need it? Well, actually, offline ordering is a key concept for the EOL mobile app. It's one of the core features or functionalities that allow the mobile app to deliver the kind of service that is needed in areas where there's low connectivity. So, for those of you who are sample taking in fields or in areas where there's no connection to date, you have been unable to collect your samples directly and collect the data for those samples directly in those areas. And so possibly you're using other means for doing so, spreadsheets or notepads or whatever. But with EOL Mobile, obviously you have the opportunity to collect the sample data and create the order right there and then. The only problem with this, of course, is that if you're in an area of low connectivity, mobile apps traditionally need a GPS or Wi-Fi to work correctly and to interact in the way that is expected. So with EOL mobile app, we took this challenge. We wondered how we can create a consistent user experience, even if the person finds themselves without GPS or Wi-Fi access. How can they still continue to collect the samples and record the sample data as part of the order? And what we can do to ensure that the sample taking process and the data collection process is as easy as possible. So what we have done is we've built the mobile app in a way which facilitates the user using it in an offline mode. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you today. I'm going to walk you through an ordering process, give you a couple of useful tips with regards to preparing yourself if you know you're going to be working offline, um, and illustrate to you how then when you get back online within a GPS or Wi-Fi zone, how you can complete and submit the orders down to EOL. So without delay, we will get started. I'm just going to switch over to the mobile app now.
So here we are on the results screen, and for those of you who are currently using the mobile app or have seen previous tutorials, you'll know that the results screen is the entry screen to the application. Obviously today we're talking about offline ordering, but before we do that, just a couple of tips. If you need to log in, you need to be able to log in an area of connectivity, so we need to be able to validate your credentials and provide you with the right information, the right ordering services, the right contracts, etc. So it's important that you log in before you find yourself out collecting samples. It's also important that you have the most up-to-date information. The mobile app does prompt you to download the latest information periodically, but as a pro tip, as it were, we would suggest that before you find yourself out in the fields collecting samples, that when you're in an area of connection, you download the latest information. In order to do that, you go into settings and you click refresh offline data. And you can see now that the mobile app is beginning to download the latest ordering services, contracts, quotations, projects, all the information that you'll need to create an order. Great, so you can see that that's finished downloading that information, and now you're ready to go to complete or to start to create your orders and record sample details. So in order to do that, we'll just go over to orders, and you can see here that there's a few already been created. In the top right hand corner is the plus sign, and that's where you begin to create your orders. But before we do that, I'm just going to close off the mobile data to simulate being in an area of low connectivity. So I'm just going to put it on here, click it on flight mode, and you'll see that I have no access to any Wi-Fi or GPS at this point. I'll just hit plus, and you can see now that we've downloaded our data, you can see that all the ordering services are here. So I'm just going to select an ordering service. I'm going to select a contract as well, and a quotation, and a project if that's relevant for you. And so I've set up the basis of my order. I'm just going to provide some further order information. Okay, and so I'm going to go and continue on and register then my samples. Now I could add them here manually, or I can use a barcode. In this instance I have a barcode, so I'm just going to scan that barcode now. And you can see that the barcode has been added. So now my sample is available for me. My client sample code is automatically registered as part of the barcode scanning. And I'm just going to fill in the information with regards to the sample description. Okay, so that's been done. Now I can go and select the analysis that I would like. And so you can see that the sample has been created and is ready. Now, obviously, when you're out in the sample in a real world scenario, there would be multiple samples probably before you place the order. But in this instance, to keep the demonstration short, I will just do the one sample. So you can see down here at the bottom, I can place the order. And when I do, it tells me that I have no internet connection. So it says, do you want to save the order in pending orders overview? So click OK. It says I have no internet connection, but you can see here at the top that the order that we've just created is saved as a pending order. Actually, this order is saved on the specific mobile phone. And then when the sample taker gets to an area of connectivity, they're able to complete the order and send it into the lab as you would normally. So what I'm going to do is simulate being back in an area of connection where I have a Wi-Fi access, etc. And we'll complete the order. So I'm just going to there we go. You can see that my mobile data and Wi-Fi is kicked back in now. And you can see I'm back on the mobile app. And so I'm going to click in here and click place order. All you need to do is click got it. And you can see up in the top there, that's been validated. The lab will receive that information and they'll be able to fulfill the order as normal. So I hope that's given you a good overview of offline ordering. It's a very convenient, powerful part of the functionality of the mobile app, and a core use case, obviously, to facilitate you in more easily completing the tasks that you need to do and interacting with Eurofins in a more simple and a direct manner.
Thank you all for your attention. I hope you found that useful and informative. I hope it's given you insight into how EOL Mobile can help you when you're working out in areas of low connectivity. It is really very simple and very consistent with the online or connected user experience. So if you have any further comments, we'd be happy to take them at eolfeedback@eurofins.com. Obviously, you can connect with us on our LinkedIn page. And if you'd like to email me with any further information or further queries, you can email me at justinharrison@eurofins.ie. So once again, thank you for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.